Welcome to Base Watches, where time meets style and affordability. In today's video, we're unveiling the best 5 watches for every price range in 2024. Whether you're on a budget or seeking luxury, we've curated a selection that caters to every taste and pocket. So without further ado, let's get started. Its name referring to how its movement features TEN beats per second, the SLGC1 Tentagraph is the first of its kind in 16 years, but we'll talk about the movement later. For now, let's check out the case. It's a titanium case, with a diameter of 43.2 millimeters, 51.5 millimeters lug to lug, and a thickness of 15.3 millimeters. The bracelet matches the case material, which again is titanium, and has a 3-fold clasp with push-button release. As for the dial, it's a pentagraph dial that comes with an anti-weight pattern in a deep blue color. On this dial, we also have 3 recessed sub-dials, one at 9 o'clock for chronograph minutes, another at 6 o'clock for chronograph hours, and a final one at 3 o'clock for running seconds. There is also a date window at the 4:30 position. The hour and minute hands are brushed, with polished edges, as well as faceted hour markers. And to top it all off, most of these components are loomed for better visibility. Now let's talk about the long-awaited movement. It's a 9SC5 movement, which, as we mentioned, features TEN beats per second. It has a 3-day power reserve, and is an automatic chronograph as a cherry on top. Grand Seiko is known for its somewhat restrained, conservative aesthetic, but the Tentagraph shows they're more than capable of making a conventionally handsome sports watch. The Rolex GMT-Master is an iconic timepiece that has become synonymous with luxury, precision, and adventure. Originally designed in collaboration with Pan American World Airways for their pilots, the GMT-Master quickly gained popularity among travelers and enthusiasts alike for its unique dual-time functionality and robust construction. The case of the Rolex GMT-Master is a testament to the brand's commitment to quality and craftsmanship. Crafted from corrosion-resistant stainless steel or precious metals such as yellow gold, white gold, or Everose gold, the case exudes a sense of elegance and durability. With a diameter typically ranging from 40 millimeters to 42 millimeters, the GMT-Master strikes a perfect balance between presence and wearability on the wrist. The iconic bidirectional rotating bezel, featuring a 24-hour scale, allows the wearer to track a second time zone effortlessly, further enhancing the watch's versatility for travel and exploration. Powering the Rolex GMT-Master is the brand's proprietary caliber, known for its precision, reliability, and longevity. Depending on the model and generation, the GMT-Master may be equipped with different iterations of Rolex's in-house movements, such as the caliber 3285 or the caliber 3186. These self-winding mechanical movements are certified by COSC for their exceptional timekeeping accuracy. In conclusion, the Rolex GMT-Master is a horological icon that embodies the spirit of adventure, luxury, and precision. The Oris Divers 65's most compelling feature is its vintage charm. At a glance, this looks like a vintage watch. In hand, this feels like a vintage watch. Sure, it's a modern watch built to modern standards, but there's a certain lo-fi quirkiness present which many will find endearing. My initial impressions were quite mixed on this particular watch, and we'll see why as we dive deeper into the details. Immediately clear, however, was how comfortable this 40mm Divers 65 wore on my 6.75 wrist. With 36mm and 42mm sizes also available, it should be a piece of cake for anyone to find a Divers 65 that fits well regardless of personal preference and wrist size. The Divers 65's case is one area in which this piece really shines. While the design and finishing of the case is rather simple on the surface, Oris did an outstanding job with proportions that yield real-world comfort. In a world of overly thick and bulky dive watches, Oris deserves high praise for such a low-slung profile. The mid-case gently arcs downward from its midpoint toward each lug tip, allowing the watch to conform nicely to the natural curvature of most wrists. Furthermore, the mid-case is remarkably thin for a dive watch, resulting in a piece that wears very flat to the wrist. The stainless steel bezel with black aluminum insert is fairly standard if not unremarkable. The grip offered by the bezel teeth is adequate, even when wet, and the unidirectional 120-click action is relatively positive with marginal backplay. Under the solid case back is Oris Caliber 733, which is Oris's name for the ubiquitous Sellita SW200 automatic movement fitted with the hallmark Oris red winding rotor. When considering the Divers 65 line, you'll need to carefully consider the experience you want with your watch. With the Divers 65, you're paying for a modern timepiece that has the look and feel of a vintage watch from an independent, historic Swiss brand. The Omega Speedmaster Dark Side of the Moon Apollo 8 is a special and limited edition timepiece that pays homage to NASA's historic Apollo 8 mission, which was the first manned mission to orbit the moon. This watch is celebrated for its unique design, connection to space exploration, and use of innovative materials. Apollo 8 is almost cool enough to make me forget that we're here to talk about a watch. With the moon watch Apollo 8, Omega started with the dark side of the moon we already know. So the case is full black ceramic and 44.25mm wide. While certainly a wide case size, the 12mm thickness of this hand-wound model is well matched by a lug-to-lug length of 49mm, making the Apollo 8 big, but entirely wearable on my 7-inch wrist. Where the case is shared across the dark side of the moon family, the dial and movement are what set the Apollo 8 apart from its siblings. The Apollo 8 has a semi-skeletonized dial that carries a laser illustration of the moon's surface along with an open view of a portion of the chronograph movement underneath. Flip the watch over and you're treated to an unexpected view. A wide sapphire-covered display case back highlights the Apollo 8's use of Omega's Caliber 1861 hand-wound chronograph movement. With bridges finished to match the lunar-like details of the dial, this 1861 is a mix of dark textures, purple jewels, and the varied bright work of metal cams and wheels. In conclusion, the Omega Speedmaster Dark Side of the Moon Apollo 8 is a remarkable timepiece that celebrates a pivotal moment in space history. In 1979, Timex reduced their most well-known quartz watch, the Q. It had a lot of features that are common on mechanical watches, such as a rotating bezel with a Pepsi pattern. Among people who liked mechanical watches, but couldn't afford one, the Q became incredibly popular. As a result, it became an instant classic, which is why the re-release was so popular. The beating heart of the M79 is the automatic Miyota movement. As with most mechanical watches, the Miyota is automatic, so it does not require any winding. It ticks at a rate of 21,600 beats per hour, or 3 ticks per second. The M79 has a sharp, black and white dial that offers plenty of contrast and easy low-light visibility. The dial itself is black, with the word Timex at the top and automatic printed at the bottom. The case itself is constructed from stainless steel, with a bright, glossy finish that looks like it belongs on a more expensive watch. It measures 40mm in diameter, which lends it a medium wrist presence as you wear it. The thickness is 14.5mm, once again a fairly medium size. The bezel has a ribbed outer edge and makes the watch look a bit larger than it actually is. The case is water-resistant to 50 meters, which essentially amounts to a rating of splash-proof. Take it in the shower, but you probably shouldn't take it swimming. In conclusion, the Timex M79 Batman is a testament to Timex's ability to offer stylish and affordable watches with a nod to both vintage and contemporary design. If you guys like this video or this video helped you, please give the video a like. Links to all the products mentioned are in the description below. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Till next time, I will see you guys later.